my first gig was in Central Falls, Rhode Island, and it was the first opportunity I had to do my folk rock album. And my late dad, who was my personal manager and chauffeur at the time, had driven me there. And mind you, I was 19 and a half. Well, all right, 21 and a half. And the venue, the club was, I think it was the Blue Moon, or something similar to that anyway. It was a really known dive. And an agent friend of mine got me the gig, and $25 to grab a gig in those days was pretty good for, for 4 hours, so I grabbed it. And I went in and I looked like a true full-fledged hippie. I had the long hair with the floppy hat and the beads and the granny glasses. And I go in and I'm singing at the pool table, and there was these run-down walls and this kind of a little cheesy bar out in the center. It was kind of a small place, no bigger than a pantry. And so I go in and the bartender said, "Oh, you can go over there and sing." So I began to sing. I was playing my guitars and songs. And I started out really mellow. Then I did another song, up-tempo. All of a sudden, it's not even 15 minutes into the set, the lights go out. And I hear a noise. I heard a rumble. I heard these people shouting and yelling at each other. And I heard what sounded like gunshots. And I heard some guy say, "You pay up, you blah, 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 or I'm going to... You owe me big time. I'm going to get Louis after you." And the guy said, "Yeah, who do you think you are? I know Frank." And I'm saying, oh my God, it's just like a scene from The Untouchables. And I couldn't believe this was happening, and I was so scared for my life. And I ran, what to do? And the bartender told me to hide under the table. And that's exactly what I did. Although I didn't know where the table was, I saw it what looked like a tablecloth because it was white in the dark, lifted it, and I crawled under there with the guitar, and I took out my rosary beads, and I'm praying to every saint that in the book. And even though I didn't agree with this at the time, my mom used to say this stuff works. It seems like tonight it better work, because I was that scared. And I'm standing there crying and saying, "Please God, don't let them hurt me. I don't know what's going on here." And I'm under there and I'm shaking and shaking. And I hear this, and I hear things flying, glasses breaking, and I said, "Oh my God," I thought to myself, "Is this my career?" I thought to myself, I shouldn't have been saying that I shot this. I didn't know what to think at the time. Finally, what seemed like forever, the lights finally go back on. And the bartender comes out and says, here, get the heck out of here. Take this." I says, "What?" He handed me a $100 bill. I said, "But I didn't." He said, put it in my hand. Go, "I didn't do it, so go." And I went, and my dad come out a little bit early, so my dad come to the venue early, because he used to, make sure that I was safe anyway. And I sat in the car, and he said to me, "How was your gig? What happened?" "So look at me right in the eyes," he said. "Look me right in the eyes, because I'm not going to believe you telling me something I don't want to hear." Right? I said, "It was good, they liked it." He says, "Well, how much did they pay you?" And I showed him. He said, "How long were you there?" I said, "A half hour." "All right, tell me what happened." I go, "What did I say?" He said, "I'm telling you, something happened. I can tell because I was all shaking." So I told him what happened. And I said, "Now you're going to want me to give up and work with you in the jewelry shop forever now, right?" "No," he said, "I actually admire you because I was in the war. My dad was an Army veteran. And he said, if you could survive something like that, you're going to have a very longevity in the music business." I said, "But I said, I admire you if you did it." I was scared. And it turns out the place got hit by the mob. They owed him big time. And then I saw in the news about a week later, a fire mysteriously burned the building down. And then when I told my agent what happened, he got upset with me. "Why didn't you tell? How was I going to tell you this happened? I was already there." So that was my very first encounter. It sounded like it could actually be a scene from The Untouchables. And it stayed with me for weeks. I thought to myself, what's the future for me as an artist, knowing this? And it says, if that's the worst thing that can happen, and also this is the worst thing that happened, who knows what the future, My dad, I'm kind of glad that my dad encouraged me that way. I thought he was going to say, "That's it, forget about it." But he says, "No, if you could survive that, you could survive anything."
Oh, wow.
So today I'm still surviving other things, personal encounters and family stuff, and it keeps me going. You have to have that drive. You have to have that dream in life, no matter what it's for. You know, for me, it's my Elvis dream, but for everyone. Because life is worth living, and you should be able to pursue whatever that thing is that you have, and make that contribution.
Wow.
That's something to look forward to on the time. And anyway,
You should write your autobiography.
well, I hope somebody's going to take notes of this and put it in Wikipedia.
Oh, I got video.
It's an electronic dictionary.
Yeah. Are you in Wikipedia?
The thing about when I was growing up, if you said Wikipedia, we would have thought it was a kid's toy. It just came out by Mattel or something.
Oh, wow. Are you listed in it?
I wanted Wikipedia for Christmas.